All right. So the chick we were talking about, the Michigan beauty queen that they stripped her for.
Yeah,
whatever.
the hot China Ching Chong Chinese girl.
Apparently she was on CNN yesterday.
A Michigan beauty pageant winner and outspoken supporter of President Trump has her crown revoked. She claims
It's just been revoked.
Imagine having to be the person that sends that email. Like, it matters.
It does,
like, you know
in
what
the
I mean?
big scheme of
I'm
anything.
sorry, I've got to take your cubic zirconia tiara away.
Fine, but you know,
and your
fine,
scepter.
Fine, here, I don't care.
We're going to give it to Lisa Simpson now.
was over her political views. Kathy Jew was abruptly...
Whoa, Kathy what now?
No, that's just an Asian name. It's an Asian name.
Oh, okay.
One of the few names that isn't Jewish is actually Jew.
Political views. Kathy Jew was abruptly stripped of her title of Miss Michigan
Also, we
last
can
week.
agree, right? She probably wasn't the hottest girl in that pageant.
But she was the hottest girl in Michigan. Michigan?
I got to see the other girls. In a pageant, it's a state. You can always round up 10 really. I don't give a fuck if you're in Oklahoma. You can find 10 really hot girls in the whole state.
I think there's hot chicks in Oklahoma.
So, but Michigan, there's going to be some hot chicks around Michigan. But was she the hottest? She's a little too Chinese looking for me.
Yeah, I hear with that. She's a little extra Chinese.
Yeah.
After some past tweets came to the attention of pageant officials, and Kathy Jew joins us now. Kathy, thanks for being here. So
She
Too
looks
much
better.
teeth.
She looks kind of better here.
Too much teeth. I think that's the problem. There's a lot of teeth going on.
Yeah, she kind of has that. She kind of has an annoying that chick from Kimmy Schmidt.
Yeah,
She's a little too much
Ellie
teeth.
Kemper.
Yeah, Ellie Kemper looked to her.
I would feed her an apple, but with my hand open.
With your palm flat.
Flat, because you don't want to lose a finger.
just to get the story straight, the pageant officials said that they found your social media content to be offensive, insensitive, and inappropriate. Do you see why they felt that way?
I see no problem with President Trump. I'm sorry, I do everything from Brendan Schaub's perspective.
She doesn't even talk like that.
Honestly, you shouldn't just take tweets out of context. I think it's super important to the full context of the tweet and the full conversation. Everything I've posted was my statistics
Slow
and opinions.
down.
She is a mile. The first thing is her first time on TV.
Fucking super
no, it can't be
nervous.
first time on TV because she was in Michigan.
Yeah, but this is in Michigan.
news.
That's like local.
Yeah.
She's panicking. Slow down.
And I think that, we should be empowering women's voices and not just stripping them of their title only because of their opinions.
So let's look at some of your posts that I think that they had objections to. So here was one. This was from October 2017. I think it was in
Why black people be like...
reference to some conversation about Black Lives Matter. You wrote, "Did you know the majority of black deaths are caused by other blacks? Fix problems within your own community first before blaming others."
What's wrong about that?
That's
accurate.
Statistically backed.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
But what do we? So we should go in and also fire everybody in the FBI.
Sounds like a plan. Let's just do it. I don't care, man. Let's do it. I'm with you.
Do you see how that could be seen as offensive?
This tweet was actually in response to another person talking about how all blacks or all cops are bad people, that they kill innocent black people. And I think that you shouldn't just put a blanket statement over all cops. Again, read full tweets and context to make sure to see the full story.
Wow, lady. It's
Ashton Birdie fest.
Yeah,
It's like where you go
wound up.
slow down.
Wound up, man.
Yeah, but I guess your point of did you know the majority of black deaths are caused by other blacks?
It's true though. It is true. She needs to just go. That is a true statement.
But that's my point. They said, "What's your point?" My point isn't what I said. That's my point.
I don't like culturally that we're going in this direction now, where people, even if they don't backtrack or apologize, they mushmouth around.
Yeah.
Just
Well, let's see
fucking
what she
say
says.
what you meant. She's
The
already
majority
doing
of
it.
black deaths are caused by other blacks. What's your point?
That's a statistics. You can find that on FBI's website. This is
All right, hey,
you know what?
Good for
Based.
you.
I like
Good
you.
for you.
I didn't think you were going to do
It's
it.
on the FBI's website. All of 4chan celebrating right
I
now.
didn't think you were going to do it. Can I just tell you, sweetheart, I love you.
Maybe that's why she won.
I like her now. I really, because culturally,
didn't back
celebrities, even people with nothing to lose, everybody does this thing where they mushmouth around. Like the Nazi Dominican cab driver was the first time in a long time
guy-
I've seen
that guy was
somebody that was
awesome.
like, yeah, what? I'm a National Socialist. What do you want
gonna
from
do?
me? Yeah, what? White? We should have a white majority in this country.
And?
the guy's like, You can't do that. Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I can. Watch.
I mean, I'm suspended, but I'm gonna go back to work Monday. I probably just won't wear the Nazi armband, but whatever. Like this girl's now the only other one going. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Google it. It's a lot of black people killing a lot of black people. I haven't killed any black people, so that's me personally. I've killed less black people than the average black male.
Anyway, most of China owns Africa now anyway.
Yeah, I'm Chinese. We don't kill Africans because we don't even let them in the first place.
So there you go. Joke's on you.
That's a statistics, and you can find that on FBI's website. This is all backed up by statistics and facts. I think it's really,
Close your eyes, it's
awful
Ashton.
how the left thinks that statistics
Oh, it is.
facts
It
are
is.
racist. So I don't think anything
It
I said
is.
was,
Did I ruin her for
wrong.
you?
It's Ashton now.
I stand by every tweet that I post.
And do you know who causes the majority of white deaths?
Black people.
This is
If she
apparently
said
the
that,
truth.
I would have fucking been like, okay, I'm marrying you. I'm going to send you a fruit basket. If she just went, blacks.
But you see this reporter trying to catch her, by the way? Or not reporter, this bitch trying to catch her. You know who causes the majority of white deaths? White people, probably.
Yeah, white people, heart attacks,
Yeah.
heart disease.
Yeah. Falling off their horse while playing polo. That's a very white way to die.
Overdosing on money.
Yeah, too much money.
Too much
It's
money.
just too much money.
Handling too much money is
Yeah,
toxic.
it's a lot. It's a lot of germs.
White people cause white deaths. It's not even that's the issue. The issue is that people didn't know that I was responding to another person.
The issue is
calling,
that blacks are violent. She just go full.
Can
right?
you
Like,
imagine?
whoa, what are you doing?
Blacks causing black deaths when the majority of white deaths are caused by white people. Why?
Because in the fucking question, you dumb whore, and you know what? It was somebody saying, in the original post you were responding to, was somebody saying that police are killing black people. So the topic of conversation was Black Death. And her comment was about that.
And also, every year a higher number of white people are shot to death by police officers.
That's correct.
We don't whine about it because most of us are just law-abiding citizens and won't be shot by police.
Right.
And two, we understand that we're a majority in this country, so we're gonna get shot more by cops. You know what I mean? Like there's still a lot of fucking meth heads trying to break into Ace hardware store in the middle of the night in
To
Oklahoma
get
City
copper?
and getting shot in the face. It
Yeah.
happens all the time.
This is why people think that.
And
that
the reason why blacks get mad and whites don't is because blacks are allowed to have a common shared ethnic identity that they're allowed to rally behind each other and blindly support each other. You saw that rapper that just got like 66 years because he just went all around the country shooting and robbing people and take K or whatever. And now he's never getting out. He's never getting out now.
Right,
Like,
of
they got him
course.
for enough crimes, but like. All these people are like, yo, free my nigga TK. And it's like he murdered like 3 people. You know what I mean? Across the country in a crazy crime spree. White people don't generally back up really awful white people based on their whiteness. You know what I mean? Like sometimes we will. If it comes down to it, if it's like an OJ trial type situation and ethnic people draw lines in the sand and they make it about race, we might secretly be like, I hope he gets the fuck off. I hope all those cops get off him. But for the most part, when a white person fucks up and makes us all look bad, we're kind of like, no, I mean, hang him. I don't shoot him in the face.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Do
don't
it.
care. We don't have that cohesion that blacks do. But black people, black guy goes across the country, kills a bunch of people, shoots at cops, and everybody's like, yo, man, free my nigga, dude. Yo, that's my dog. But whites just go, oh, he committed a crime? Well, then he deserves to go to prison.
Fat Keck Boy is now calling her based Asian birdie.
mention the white statistic.
Again, this is in response to another person's tweet talking about how cops kill black people. And this is, I can't just take a tweet and just, turn it around saying, oh, white and white violence too. Of course, everyone has problems with their own communities, and I completely understand that. But, we have to empower women's voices, honestly, to show that, we could have different political opinions. And
Okay.
Slow down.
Really?
She's killing me here.
Really, I want to, and the thing is, we want to be on her side because she is right. But yeah, you're making it tough. Let's see if this helps.
that not just statistics and facts are racist.
Oh no, she just sounds drunk. If you
Yeah,
do that.
because she doesn't finish enunciating when you talk
Right,
fast. This is
yeah.
why, like, I was saying this last night too, because we were talking about like I don't know. There's some MGTOW guy in the chat that's like, that's why I'll never have a girlfriend because I don't want to put up with women's shit. And I'm like, but you can have a woman in your life and not put up with their shit. Like, you understand that you can. Oh my God, you got one of these. Why?
Because I want her to be an alpha male, dude.
You're gonna give alpha male advice.
I'm gonna give alpha male advice.
But I was just telling him last night, like, shut up. Just tell him to shut up. She's one of these girls. She's very cute. But I'd be
she is.
But you'd be like, baby, you gotta shut the fuck up. You going?
She's also she's probably tiny. These Asian girls are very tiny. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
very, very
I would
little.
just tell her once in a while she's gotta shut up. You can't be talking all fast like that.
Be quiet.
Yeah, but people were trying to act like I was talking like I was making up crazy stuff like Roosh V and that's impossible. You can't do that. I'm like, no, you very much can tell bitches just shut up. Like you can. It's
you
very
can.
easy. You just pick shut up. I don't want to hear this right now.
And they might be mad at you for a second.
Yeah,
they might be mad at you for a second, but they're not gonna.
But then I was explaining, like, it doesn't work all the time. You can't just do that all the time. It's like a mulligan. You can do it once in a while when when you're very confident they're being unreasonable and you can state your case later. Or if they're just, like, if the brand new Game of Thrones starts, the last season, episode 1 starts playing and she's like, that's the time when you go, baby, you got to shut the fuck up right now. You have to shut up. You're going too much with this. You're killing me. I can't believe you bought an alpha male mask. Where did you get that?
Well, look. Here's the thing.
But you didn't kill the original alpha male guy and take his mask, did you?
It's not in my report. I have no comment on that.
What's that? I don't.
So look, check it out. Let me see here. Do I got the eye holes right?
No, you gotta.
Here it is.
There you go.
So it's one of those football masks that you. Oh, actually.
So you just ordered one like an idiot?
Yeah. Well, because I'm the new alpha
And
male.
now you have to talk like this,
I'm
like
the
in a
alpha
really
male
creepy way, like he does. Women are just property.
You gotta neg them. You gotta be like, "Hey, you stupid bitch! I'll fuck your mouth until you die," and they'll love it.
Yeah, look at this.
And they'll love it.
I'm gonna read a story about a guy who was married and had a daughter, and the woman cheated on him and left with the daughter. What a fag. What a loser fag. I'm glad that happened to you. I'm glad the woman took your child and left and you'll never see them again. You deserve that, cuck.
Here's another episode of Cucktails.
But I'm not angry or bitter.
I'm not mad. One of my friends was in a Discord, and this girl kept calling him a fat loser in a mask. And I was like, you got to stand up for yourself, man.
Wait a minute. Are you the friend? Are you the friend in the story?
Dude, stop being a beta. Don't be a beta right now. You're being a real beta.
It sounds like...
Here's how you alpha male. Step 1, wear a mask so nobody knows that you're the alpha male.
All right, now can I correct you,
Yeah.
Mr. Alpha Male? Here's
Sure.
step 1 of being an alpha male. Put your real name and face on the internet and dare people to come kill you.
No. Oh. That's scary. All right, you know what? I'm going to teach you how to gamma mail. This is how you gamma mail. I don't know how he does it. It's so warm under there. It's really warm.
He's probably got he looks like a fat guy, and he's probably one of those guys that has like AC set to like 62 degrees all the time.
All the time? Yeah, his fucking power bill's got to be ridiculous.
He eats a lot of sodium, and his AC is set to 62. I don't know why I'm sweating all the time.
I'm sorry. They're saying my lips aren't thin enough to be alpha
But
male
I'm
guy.
glad that this guy is never going to see his kids again.
Ever.
This woman ruined his life. That's funny. You deserve that for trying to build a family and pursue a life of happiness.
Ha your heart was broken, faggot.
Loser. Anyway, I'm going to go to fucking late night Checkers and eat by myself. Spend my money on me. I got freedom.
After 12, it's 2 for 2 on the cheeseburgers. It's worth it.
I'm going to get a big Buford. I'm going to kick back. And nobody's going to tell me what to do. I'll leave my pizza boxes wherever I want.
Watch old episodes of Twin Peaks.
Well, first of all, the pageant wasn't calling you racist. They were saying insensitive
They said you were a Chinaman.
and offensive content. And again, you're the person who focused in on that statistic. That's
Because, I'm sorry.
It's true.
The statistic.
But also because she didn't focus. Somebody said something about a black guy getting shot by cops, and she pointed out that if black people... She made the same point I made a few days ago. If black people are so concerned about violence and their community, they should probably stop killing each other, would be my first step.
And how come you don't have the person on? Because you want to talk about focusing in on one thing. Why don't you have the other person on? The person who said the other person didn't give any statistics or anything. Just said cops be killing black people, and it's like what?
It's the statistic that you decided to highlight.
But it's a statistic. The thing is, ma'am, it doesn't. You could choose. The whole point of having these statistics, the FBI puts them out, so you could reference them and be like, oh, let me reference this statistic.
Instead of police excessive force, showing those statistics. And so.
Because she was on the opposite side of the argument. Why do you guys only shit on Trump? Why do you guys only shit on Trump? Why don't you show when he does good things? How come CNN barely covered the Right to Try Act, which gave people that have terrible terminal diseases try experimental procedures and shit? You didn't cover that. Why didn't you focus on that? Why did you focus on what was the new thing? Ivanka's dog is white. You saw that?
Well, clearly that's a statement on white.
So Ivanka Trump got a dog, and it was a white dog. She gave it to her kid. And verified accounts, journalists were, of course it's a white dog. Of course it's going to be white. A verified account even said, did you teach it to Zig Heil?
Of course.
Immediately, it's like, it's a
These
dog.
people are hysterical.
This is what got the attention of pageant officials.
That's actually false, because if you read the text through the state director, she actually quoted the tweet that I said and said, is this racist? This is racist, right? I mean, again, this is taken fully out of context. And I think that, if you actually think that statistics and facts are racist, I don't know what to tell you. I think, again, we should...
Which ones you highlight? I mean...
Yes, but you have 240 characters.
How dare you talk about highlighting certain narratives and emphasizing certain things? How dare you? And by the way, the women on Fox are hotter.
Of course they're hotter. Of course the women on Fox are hotter.
Mess. You're a mess. Not even just hotter, but the makeup, the clothing.
They got a better
There's
makeup team.
CNN used to be kind of on the level of Fox News, but they're starting to gain this frump.
It's a frump,
yeah. It feels like budget cuts is what it feels like, right? Just feels like they don't got the money like they used to.
No, they don't. Well, they don't though. They really don't. They're fucking getting trounced in the ratings.
And just which ones you highlight, since you could have said the thing about white people. But let's move on to your next.
Oh my God! But it wasn't relevant to the conversation, you dumb bitch.
But it's not just she's dumb, because dumb would be.
No, I get it.
She knows what she's doing. I wish you could excuse it that she's just a dumb bitch, but she knows what the fuck she's doing. She knows. But then let's move on. You could have said the thing about white people, yeah, but that wasn't relative. That wasn't that relevant to the conversation that was being had. And why didn't? Then if you would have mentioned why don't you mention Asian statistics? Why don't you mention South African statistics? It's like so we have to every time you mention a statistic, you have to also add every single race. Lady, you're wrong, and you're fucking grasping at straws.
Your next tweet, and that was about Hijab Awareness Day. And so you wrote here, there's a Try a Hijab On booth at my college campus. So
UCF, by the way.
You're telling me that it's now just a fashion accessory and not a religious thing? Or are you just trying to get women used to being oppressed under Islam?
So what's wrong with that?
Yeah,
so she's not allowed to have any opinions.
No, you're not. Apparently being a beauty pageant person means you're not allowed to have your own thoughts.
And this cunt brought her on to justify her getting kicked out of the beauty pageant.
Oh, of course she did. Of course she brought her on to.
Hey, CNN, I hate to break it to you, right? But this is why literally nobody watches you. Nobody watches you unless they're at an airport.
Not even. Yeah, you're mostly broadcasting to empty airport chairs.
And by the way, not seeing it a lot in airports anymore either.
No, you're right.
I'm starting to see it less and less in the airports. It used to be
because airports don't invest in that anymore. People have phones and stuff. No one's really going to be looking at TVs.
Yeah, and even when I see TV, it's usually like sports.
ESPN. Yeah, you're right.
They're sticking out at just like, here's some fucking.
Yeah.
You know why? Because people will argue less in our dumb airport bar. You know what I mean? Like, we could break up an argument about the Bengals versus the fucking, you know what I mean? The Broncos against. Trump! You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be way less of a terror alert because somebody's like, fuck you, Andy Dalton's never had a good offensive line. I'm like, all right, calm down, guys. You're right. I'm going to go cool off.
Kids, you're both terrible.
My God, this Cleveland airport really is lit on a Wednesday afternoon.
Is that true, Carrie?
Hey, look, I think that's Kevin Nash. Like, this is all these terrible,
He's working
terrible Midwest type people that you'd see flying through.
there. Jerry Lawler.
I got it's Andy Dalton and Jim Ross sitting at a Cheers.
I kind of wish that Oklahoma would sue Jim Ross for using his, every time he comes
funny. How funny would that be?
It'd be fucking great. It'd be great.
Do you imagine that? It would be such a PR nightmare for them. They would have literally 0 people on their side.
You're right.
They'd be like, you went after Jim Ross?
For doing what now?
Why?
Because he's proud of his school that he went to?
Again,
Yeah, you know-
what would you like to say about that? You don't see how that could be offensive?
I think it's more offensive to turn a religious symbol into a fun little hat contest. Isn't that more offensive?
I think it's more offensive you coming into work on national television looking the way you do, lady.
Yeah, seriously. You're not aging well.
She looks like a mom coming to pick her kid up who's had a rough day.
You're right.
Like, yeah.
Had a flat tire.
Yeah, and just
Yeah.
was like, it's been one of those. Thank
Whatever,
you so
just-
much. Thank you so much for watching him.
Okay, sorry.
You're like, no, it's no problem.
Then they inevitably take it out on the kid.
Not at all. They were, I went past the booth. I was late for class already. They were saying, do you want to put on a hijab, putting it, over me? I said, no, I don't want to. I declined wearing this, garment. I think that, it's really rude, I feel like, to Muslims too, that, to wear their sacred garment on someone who isn't a Muslim themselves. I wouldn't want to put,
This girl's got some good, like,
If she were to slow down,
some deflective points that I like. Hey, look, I don't want to disrespect them.
it wouldn't disrespect anybody.
I'm not gonna put a fucking yarmulke or a hijab on. All due respect to them, it's just not my thing. Why would you want to dirty your fucking hats up, your holy hats up with my dirty Irish potato N-word head?
Catholic rosary on someone if they aren't Catholic.
Right, but
So I
that's
think,
not what you said.
You know what she
you
should have went? Her defense from day one should have been, "Oh, I'm sorry, me Chinese."
Oh, then she would have been fine.
She would have been totally off the hook.
Women used to being oppressed under Islam.
Yes, there are
That's the part.
so many women in Muslim countries right now who are being stoned to death because they don't want to wear a hijab due to their husband's requirement to do so. And I think that we should be focusing on that way more than the Western things about Muslim, because there's so many bad things happening in Muslim countries because of these women, and these women are being crucified for not wearing a hijab, and I think that's really, really awful.
Ladies and
she's
gentlemen, Chinese Ashton Birdie, thank you.
That's pretty much it. Dude, the fact that she said that CNN is saying you only focus on the things. I don't know what's going to happen. I have no idea, but I think in 2060, it's going to be like The Simpsons. Like, Fox turned into a hardcore porn channel right before our eyes. We never even noticed.
Yeah.